What's up, movie collectors, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and it is time for another Quickie movie haul. And we are back into the mix, getting through these movies. Got a few additions that just came in, so a lot of good stuff, a lot of really weird, off-the-wall, different genres, as usual, so let's get right into it. First up is a really interesting Spanish horror flick. It's directed by Jacinto Molina. Came out in 1982, starring one of my favorite Spanish kind of horror icons. The movie is Panic Beats. And it is a lot of fun. Pretty much centers around a guy who takes his crazy wife to his family villa to have her she has these crazy panic attacks and she sees crazy things and she's just out of her mind, and it all kind of escalates to where he's trying to drive her insane so that he can, I don't even know what his end game is, for her to die, but then he has an affair with another lady that he wants her to die, and then it gets crazy. But there's a lot of cool visuals and kind of nightmare sequences where just a lot of weird stuff's going on. Really cool film, though. Panic Beats, and the guy I was talking about, the main guy in it is Paul Naschy. I don't even know, there's no pictures of him on the back, but if you don't know him, definitely check out his films because he has a very, very long and extensive filmography with some really good movies, so definitely check it out. I have a few of his collections behind me. But Panic Beats, really, really fun film. Pretty cool. I was going to do a review on this one, but for some reason I can't capture the video on this. It's very frustrating. There's a few of those that I've been wanting to review, but just can't grab the Blu-ray video contents from them. It says some dumb-ass error on my laptop, so don't want to talk about it. But Panic Beats, fun movie, never owned it before. First time in the collection, and this is Mondo Macabro. Mondo Macabro put this one out, and really cool transfer on it, and an enjoyable film. So definitely check it out if you like that weird kind of stuff. But let's move it on to a movie I haven't seen since it came out, and I wasn't impressed with it back then, because it is pretty much a low-budget version of its more famous original film. But Vestron put this one out, and you know me and Vestron, we are like this. I get anything that they have that they put out, and I just saw they announced Dream a Little Dream is coming out with the Coreys, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman in it, and I'm a sucker for that movie, and like I've said in previous videos, I am trying to hunt down everything I grew up with when I was, or anything that I saw when I was growing up, so like childhood movies, and that is definitely one of them, a very fun movie, and their later kind of output of, I don't even know, like teen comedies. But back to what I actually have. I have Candyman Day of the Dead, and I know it's not a good movie, but I have not seen it in a long, long time. But that cover art is badass, really, really cool stuff. And Vestron's always good with their transfers, so I figured for $12, even if the movie's not very good, it's still going to be, entertaining, and it's got this hottie in it right there. I can't even remember what her name is. From Baywatch, Donna Derrico. So, hey, come on. Can't be that unbearable to watch if she's in it. But I know it's not as good as the first one, and I know the second one is a pale comparison to the first one. So this is like third generation suck. But, hey, it should be entertaining at least. And I love the Candyman character. Tony Todd, you can't go wrong. Even in really bad movies, he is a presence that you can't really ignore at all. He steals every scene he's in. And he's back to his old hijinks in this one. But, yep, Candyman, Day of the Dead. Definitely want to sit down and watch this one just to see if it's really, really bad or if it's better than I kind of give it credit for. But, yep, picked it up, $12, why not? But never owned it before. I only have Candyman 1 on DVD and Blu-ray. I don't have Candyman 2 Farewell to the Flesh on either format. So that's kind of one that I've been wanting to kind of pick up. So I got to keep an eye out to see if I can see it cheap anywhere, because I think I do have a few wish lists with them on it. But let's move it on to a very, very fun movie with one of my most favorite bodacious movie hosts, horror movie hosts. And the movie is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And I believe she has 2 films, but I've only ever seen this one. They must have just had some kind of license where they could play it on TV constantly. And when I was growing up, I caught it on TV a bunch of times and actually watched it on Amazon Prime, I believe, is where it's at. I watched that last month before I picked this one up. And yeah, fun, silly movie. Just a horror comedy, I guess, with pretty much a big emphasis on comedy. And just a lot of comedy, or a lot of jokes centered around big boobs. And I'm a huge fan of big jokes. So, yeah, enjoy this one. And she's just a funny person, both in front of the camera and behind the camera. She's just a really cool person in general. And it's a harmless, fun, silly movie. You can't really tell much from the back other than her crazy dog, her crazy punk dog. But, yep, yeah, just a fun movie about her kind of moving to this small conservative town, and they think she's like the devil. And some of the community tries to like force her out, and then all the young kids love her. And just a fish out of water kind of story, but really cool. It's nice to see Elvira on the big screen, and yep, she does a great job in this one. So yeah, I've never owned this one ever on any format, so first time in the collection on Blu-ray, and it's really nice to have this fun movie. And who the hell put this out? I don't even know if anyone even put this out. Notable. But good film. I know there's I don't know who put it out. Arrow maybe? But I know there's a different version of this one. Probably a better looking transfer, but I mean, doesn't need an amazing transfer. So I just picked this one up. It was cheap, and I wanted it in the collection. So Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. But next up is a movie I've never heard of in my life. I saw a trailer for it because I was on Hamilton Books, I believe, and it was there for sale for kind of cheap, and I'd never heard of it, and looked at the trailer, and I thought, damn, that looks pretty badass. It's like an Indiana Jones adventure with martial arts and kung fu. So, and it stars Jet Li. So I've never, ever heard of this one. But the movie is, and I'm going to have to, is Dr. Way in the Scripture with No Words. One hell of a title. One hell of a mouthful. But, yeah, it looked really, really badass from the trailer. And a lot of really big epic scenes with a lot of extras and just a lot of special effects work going on. So it's a really interesting looking film that I've never heard of before, but I know there's a lot of these kind of 80s and 90s Hong Kong action adventure movies, or just kung fu martial arts movies in general that I haven't seen because they're kind of hard to come by, and just collecting would be really expensive. So I kind of like it when they have these Region A kind of editions that you can kind of just pick up for cheap. And I don't even know if somebody put this out. Fortune Star. So Fortune Star put this guy out. And I own a lot of Fortune Star DVDs from the past when I was collecting these Hong Kong flicks. But I'm really kind of looking forward to checking this one out, because it looks like it's got a whole bunch of effort put into it. A huge budget. Just a lot of action and interesting premise. But that is Dr. Way in the Scripture with No Words. I have no words. I am speechless. But yep, pretty cool looking film. And I don't know if I showed you the back, but don't really get much from it other than, yeah, it's an action adventure flick from Hong Kong. Cool stuff. Interesting. But up next is a horror anthology film that I absolutely love. Scream Factory put this guy out, and it is awesome. Horror anthology, one of the best ones. It is The House That Dripped Blood, and I've owned this, I don't know, maybe a few versions on DVD. I know they were up there, but then I kind of condensed it all, put the DVD inside of here. But yeah, I love these British anthology horror films. Mostly Amicus and Hammer put those out. I don't know who did this one. I don't know if it was an Amicus production or if it was... Probably is. It just doesn't say it anywhere on here. There's so many of them. But amazing, amazing film. I actually reviewed this one maybe a year or two ago, because it is one of my favorites. Ingrid Pitt is in it, and she is very curvaceous up there in her little segment. But she plays, I mean, you can see as a vampire. But there's a really, really amazing cast, as usual with these things. Peter Cushing makes an appearance. Christopher Lee. We got the guy from Indiana Jones. It's Indy's friend. We got everyone in here. But yeah, just an enjoyable one. I can't remember if there's 3 or 4 stories in this one. But yeah, if it looks like something you might be interested in, definitely check out the review that I did on this one. But yep, first time on Blu-ray though. So first time it is in the collection on Blu-ray, and really happy because I've been holding out for a while for this and saw it was going for a decent price, so I picked it up. But The House That Dripped Blood. Fun, fun, fun British anthology horror. And up next is a Shaw Brothers film. I've never seen it before, but like the other film that I had in probably 2 videos ago, or maybe it was the last video of the movie hauls, that picked this one up with it. It is Brothers 5, and just a cool looking martial arts kung fu flick that I don't know anything about, but looking forward to checking it out. Yeah, I got nothing more to say. I don't know anything, literally nothing. I know nothing about this, but I do my damnedest to kind of collect as many martial arts movies as I can, especially if they are Shaw Brothers. That is a go-to studio for great stuff, as I'm seeing with all the ones on the Volume 1 Shaw Brothers box set that came out. Just a lot of cool stuff. I'm really happy to have them all coming out and at decent prices. But Brothers 5. Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know. Next up is what is this, 2000s? I can't remember the year this thing came out, but I saw it in theaters. It ended up being, I mean, they made a whole franchise off of it. Vampires, werewolves fighting each other. If you don't know what it is, I'm talking about Underworld. And Kate Beckinsale, this is a, kind of like brought her to the forefront of cinema because people had no idea who she was before this movie, and then they synonymous with this series is Kate Beckinsale. But really, really interesting film. I mean, they're all decent in their own rights. I like the one where they went back in time, like to the medieval times. But the Underworld is probably the best one, the first one they started off with. I know they took a lot of ideas from The Matrix, just the style and look of it, and then added werewolves and vampires. And a lot of the effects and martial arts and stuff like that was pulled from Matrix, it appears. But yeah, it's just a fun film that was pretty enjoyable back then, and I still kind of look back on it with fond memories. But yeah, if you haven't heard, I usually tackle older movies, so you probably heard of this one. But that is Underworld with Kate Beckinsale. Just a fun film. Harmless fun. Alright, we've got 2 more to go. I am running out of steam because I had a long ass day. Every day is long now because of this damn weather. But next movie is a Chuck Norris flick that I've not seen before. And anything with Chuck Norris is always good for a laugh. It's very entertaining. He's always kicking something. And this one is Silent Rage. I don't believe I've ever seen it. But I know he's got a lot of movies out there that I have not seen. But this one looks like a lot of fun. It looks like he's in his Texas Walker Ranger kind of mode. But yeah, I don't even know what year this came out or anything. I know nothing about this. So if you're a big Chuck Norris fan and you love Silent Rage, I want to see what you have to say about it in the comments. But yeah, I figured I'd pick it up. dirt cheap and don't own it on any format, so first time in the collection. And can't get enough of Chuck Norris. Well, let's finish it off with a little, well, not a little, a big known anime series, which I've never seen any of it, and I know it's awesome. I love the story, but I've never seen it. And it is Death Note, the complete series. From what I know, it is... there's a book. I mean, this is a really short summary. There's a book where if you write someone's name in it, they die, and there's a demon that comes with this book, and this character kind of communicates with this demon, and all kinds of fun hijinks happen. But yeah, I've never seen this one, so I'm looking forward to checking it out, see what it's all about. Slip cover. Whoop. Not much to go by from the cover and stuff like that, but very interesting series, and I really get a kick out of the premise. So the only thing I've seen of Death Note is, like, I'm ashamed to say it, is the US remake on Netflix, and that's, I know that has nothing really to do with the series, so I'm looking forward to actually seeing the series and seeing how it is. But yeah, that is Death Note. Never owned it, never seen it, so first time in the collection, and it looks like a lot of fun. But that is our movie haul for this afternoon. So, a lot of weird, interesting stuff in a diverse genre spread of different things all over the place, like usual. But, yeah, that is it. I'm gonna go take a nap now. But guys, that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below, because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I'll see you at the next time, next movie review, or the next time I'm in front of a camera talking about movies. So take care, stay out of trouble, did I say take care? Take care, stay out of trouble, and I will see you guys later. See ya!